In the heart of an ancient kingdom, two souls are drawn together by a secret that could change everything. Yet, a world of duty and tradition stands against their love. Will the hidden truths they uncover ignite a forbidden romance or shatter their destinies forever? The moment they met in the echoing hallways of the Grand Castle, a spark ignited. Lady Alara, with her fiery spirit, often wandered into the secret gardens, yearning for freedom. There, she stumbled upon a mysterious young scribe named Kale, whose eyes held secrets of his own. As their eyes locked for the first time, an unspoken connection stirred within them. Ilara felt a longing for a world she could never reach, while Kale carried tales of forbidden lore that whispered of love lost to time. Days turned into weeks, and their clandestine meetings became a dance of stolen moments. Beneath the moonlight, they shared laughter and dreams, crafting a bond that defied the rigid confines of their world. But shadows loomed as whispers of their connection reached the ears of those in power. Elera's father, a stern lord, had plans for her to marry a nobleman, while Kale's past held secrets that could destroy them both. In desperation, Elara sought refuge in the old library filled with dusty tomes. There she uncovered a hidden journal that spoke of an ancient prophecy, one that foretold their paths crossing under dire circumstances. The more she read, the more she realized that their love might be fated yet fraught with peril. The prophecy hinted at a choice that would forever alter the course of their lives: love or loyalty. With the weight of their destinies upon them, Elara and Kale met one last time in the garden. They vowed to uncover the truth behind the prophecy and fight for their love, no matter the cost. Together, they embarked on a journey to unravel the secrets of their families. Each clue they discovered drew them closer, but also deeper into danger, as powerful forces sought to keep them apart. They uncovered hidden chambers beneath the castle, revealing long-buried artifacts linked to their lineage. Each discovery confirmed that their love was not merely a fantasy, but a part of a larger story. But as they delved deeper, the danger escalated. Elara's father hired mercenaries to track them down, fearing the power their union could unleash. The clock was ticking, and time was running out. In a moment of clarity, Kale revealed the truth of his lineage. He was the last descendant of a fallen dynasty, destined to challenge the very powers that sought to separate them. Together, they had the chance to rewrite their fates. Alara's heart raced as she realized their love was intertwined with the kingdom's fate. She began to understand that her choice was not just about her heart, but the future of her people. In a daring plan, they decided to confront Elara's father together. With bravery and a fierce love, they sought to break the chains of tradition that bound them, standing united against the world. As they entered the hall, tension filled the air. Elara summoned all her courage, speaking out against the marriage her father had arranged. She proclaimed her love for Kale, risking everything for their future. Elara's words ignited a fierce debate among the lords and ladies present. Some supported her courage, while others condemned her defiance. Kale stood resolute, his heart pounding for their love. In a shocking twist, Kale revealed the ancient prophecy to the assembly, unveiling the truth of their destined love. He urged them to see that love could bring unity, not discord. The room fell silent, the weight of Kale's words hanging heavy in the air. As doubt began to creep into the hearts of the lords, Elara felt a flicker of hope ignite within her. With her heart racing, Elara stepped forward, challenging her father to acknowledge the world is changing. She spoke of love's power to transcend barriers, urging them to embrace a new future. The atmosphere shifted as the lords began to murmur among themselves. Some nodded in agreement, while others still held on to the old ways. The fate of their love hung precariously in the balance. In a moment of reckoning, Elara's father stood, his face a mask of turmoil. He recognized the strength of his daughter's love, but the traditions weighed heavily on his heart. Could he let go? Caught between duty and love, Elara's father recalled the sacrifices of his ancestors, Could he risk repeating their mistakes? Or could love truly forge a new path for their lineage? Just as the tension reached its peak, Kale stepped forward, his voice steady. He spoke of unity, of how their love could heal the wounds of the past, bringing peace to their fractured kingdom. The assembly began to shift, some members now recognizing the power of love as Kale spoke. Whispers of agreement spread like wildfire, igniting hope in Elara's heart. Elara seized the moment, her voice ringing clear. She called upon the lords to remember their own loves, urging them to celebrate the bonds that unite rather than divide. As emotions surged, Elara's father felt the walls of tradition begin to crumble. He turned to Kale, his gaze softening as understanding dawned upon him. Could he truly set his daughter free? Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Elara's father spoke, his voice trembling with emotion. He declared that love should not be a prison, but a celebration of life and freedom. With his declaration, a wave of approval rippled through the assembly. Elare felt a surge of hope as the lords began to cheer, echoing her father's words. The impossible was becoming reality. Kale and Elara shared a moment of triumph, their hearts racing with possibility. They had faced the storm and emerged stronger, love conquering the fears of the past. Yet their journey was far from over. As they stepped into a new era, they knew challenges awaited them. Love, they learned, was a battle worth fighting, and their story was just beginning. Weeks passed, and the kingdom began to change. New alliances formed as love blossomed among the nobles, inspired by Elara and Kale's bravery. The castle that once echoed with despair now resonated with laughter. Elara took her place as a leader, advocating for love and unity among the people. She became a symbol of hope, guiding others to embrace their hearts without fear of consequences. Kale, too, found his purpose among the scholars, uncovering ancient wisdom that could benefit the realm. Together, they forged a legacy of love and knowledge that would echo through history. But whispers of dissent still lingered in the shadows. Not everyone welcomed the change. Some clung to old beliefs, fearing the power of a united kingdom bound by love. As tension simmered, Elara and Kale knew they had to remain vigilant. They began to gather allies among the nobles who believed in their vision of unity, spreading hope and courage throughout the land. Their efforts did not go unnoticed. The dissenters rallied, and soon whispers turned into threats. Elara and Kale found themselves standing at the precipice of a war fought not just for the kingdom, but for love itself. As the first clash of armies echoed across the valley, Elara felt her heartache. She could not bear the thought of losing Kale, the man who had shown her the true power of love. Would their love survive this trial? In the heat of battle, Kale fought fiercely, every blow a testament to his love for Elara. He remembered her words, love could change the world, and he fought not just for the kingdom, but for their future together. As the dust settled, both armies faced the grim reality of loss. Elara and Kale, both wounded yet resolute, met at the battlefield's edge, their love a beacon amidst the chaos. In that moment, surrounded by the remnants of conflict, they vowed to rebuild the kingdom together. Their love, a symbol of hope, would guide them through the darkest of times. With the battle behind them, they rallied the survivors, uniting both sides under a banner of peace. They understood that love could mend the deepest wounds, nurturing a new era of harmony. Months later, as the kingdom flourished, Elara and Kale stood before their people, sharing the tale of their journey. They inspired others to embrace love amidst adversity, forever altering the course of history. Their story became legend, a testament to the resilience of love. Generations would remember the couple who dared to defy fate, proving that even the darkest secrets could ignite the brightest flames of passion. As the sun set over the kingdom, Elara and Kale stood hand in hand, their hearts intertwined. Love had triumphed, a shining beacon for all who dared to dream. What other hidden secrets would the future reveal? In the end, their journey was not just about love, but the courage to embrace it boldly. Would you dare to follow your heart, uncover secrets, and ignite a forbidden love? The moonlight cast a silvery glow over the enchanted forest, where Elara and Kale stole away from the kingdom's prying eyes. A place of solace, the forest held secrets just as profound as their burgeoning love. Yet, the shadows whispered of ancient truths waiting to be uncovered, truths that could shatter their world. Deep within the woods, an ancient stone altar lay hidden, overgrown with vines and moss. It was said to be a place of power, where lovers could invoke the spirits of fate. Elara's heart raced as she felt an unexplainable pull toward it, as if destiny awaited. As they approached, Kale sensed a shift in the atmosphere, the air thick with anticipation. What if we uncover a secret that changes everything? He whispered, doubt creeping into his heart. Elara squeezed his hand, resolute. They had faced darkness together and would do so again. Elara placed her palm on the altar, feeling the cool stone pulse beneath her touch. Her eyes widened as inscriptions began to glow softly, revealing a prophecy of lovers doomed by time yet destined to find their way. A chill ran down her spine. Was this their fate? Suddenly, a voice echoed around them, ancient and powerful. Only those who dare to confront their truths shall find the key to their heart's desires. Kale glanced at Alara, fear mingling with excitement. They had to face the secrets that lay ahead together. Determined, they began to search the forest for clues, guided by the echoes of the prophecy. Each step deeper into the woods brought them closer to revelations that could either bind them or tear them apart. The forest was alive with whispers of long-forgotten lovers. As twilight deepened, they stumbled upon a hidden grove, illuminated by the soft glow of fireflies. In its center stood a statue of a long-lost queen, her eyes seemingly following their every move. Legend spoke of her tragic love, a reflection of their own unseen struggles. Elara felt an overwhelming connection to the statue, as if she were staring into a mirror of her own heart. What if we are meant to rewrite her story? She pondered aloud. Kale, intrigued yet cautious, nodded, understanding the weight of her words. In that moment, the air shimmered, and a vision of the queen's past flickered before them, a forbidden romance torn apart by betrayal. Elara gasped, seeing reflections of their own trials within the queen's sorrowful eyes. Would they share the same fate? Suddenly, a rustling in the bushes broke their trance. They turned to see a figure emerge, a mysterious old woman, her eyes holding secrets of her own. You seek answers, but every truth comes at a cost, she warned, her voice heavy with foreboding. Kale instinctively stepped forward, protective of Elara. What do you know of the queen and her love? He demanded. The woman smiled knowingly, her gaze shifting between them. Love is a powerful force, but it demands sacrifice. Are you willing to pay the price? Elara felt a chill run down her spine. The thought of sacrifice stirred unease within her. What kind of sacrifice? She asked, her voice trembling slightly. The old woman's eyes glinted with mischief, as if she reveled in the weight of their decision. With a cryptic smile, the old woman began to weave tales of lost loves and broken promises, each story mirroring Elara and Kale's journey. The cost of love, she revealed, was not just of the heart but of the soul, a bond that could either break them or set them free. Elara felt her heart race at the thought of their love being tested. She looked at Kale, who appeared deep in thought. Do you think we could bear such sacrifices? He asked, the weight of his own fears reflected in his eyes. Together, they faced the unknown. The old woman continued, to unlock the secrets of your hearts, you must first uncover your own truths. Find the ancient scroll hidden within the castle walls. It holds the key to your destiny. With her words echoing in their minds, they knew another journey awaited. As they departed the grove, the weight of the old woman's warning hung heavily in the air. Elara felt a surge of determination. Their love was worth fighting for, no matter the cost. With Kale by her side, she was ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. Back at the castle, the walls were steeped in history and secrets. Though she grew up within them, Alara felt the castle's labyrinthine halls now held hidden dangers. Each corner turned could lead them closer to the truth, or their doom. They navigated through the dimly lit passages, hearts pounding in unison. Ilara recalled tales of a secret chamber rumored to contain the ancient scroll, a relic of power and knowledge forgotten by time. It was a beacon calling them forward. Alara's intuition guided them to a heavy door hidden behind a tapestry, its surface worn and ancient. They exchanged a glance, a moment of silent agreement reinforcing their resolve. Together, they pushed it open, unveiling a room steeped in shadows and dust. The air inside felt thick with history, and Alara's breath caught in her throat. Amongst the relics of the past, she spotted a scroll resting on a pedestal, the symbols glowing faintly. It beckoned her like a siren's call, promising answers to their heart's questions. As they approached, Kale's hand brushed against a dusty amulet, its surface cool and smooth. He picked it up, feeling a strange connection. What if this is a part of our journey? He wondered aloud, sensing its significance amidst the relics. Ilara nodded, understanding that every piece of their puzzle mattered. She carefully unrolled the scroll, revealing intricate drawings and writings that detailed the fate of the queen and her love, a tale that mirrored their own journey of forbidden love. It speaks of a choice, a path divided by loyalty and desire. Ilara read aloud, her voice shaking slightly. Those who dare to choose must be prepared to face the consequences of their hearts. Kale could feel the weight of her words, a stark reminder of their risks. Kale stepped closer, peering over her shoulder. What if we choose the path of love? He asked, his voice low. Ilara met his gaze, realizing that their journey had always been about choosing each other above all else. Love was their greatest strength. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from outside the chamber, breaking their moment. Kale's protective instincts kicked in, and he grabbed Ilara's hand. We need to go, he urged, the urgency in his voice sending a shiver down her spine. They quickly tucked the scroll under Kale's cloak and raced back through the labyrinthine passages. Ilara's heart pounded not just from fear, but the thrill of their shared adventure, a bond growing stronger with every heartbeat, every secret uncovered. Outside, the castle grounds were consumed by chaos. Guards rushed about, their shouts echoing through the night as a dark figure loomed over the gates. Ilara felt a surge of dread. They had uncovered something dangerous, and now they must protect their hearts and secrets. We have to find a way out, Kale shouted, scanning the surroundings for an escape. Ilara's mind raced. The hidden passage they had discovered earlier was still an option. Together, they could escape and plan their next move away from prying eyes. With determination, they sprinted toward the hidden passage, weaving through the chaos. Ilara's heart soared, a sense of urgency igniting the fire of their love. Secrets may be dangerous, but together they could face anything the world threw their way. Just as they reached the entrance of the passage, a guard caught sight of them. Stop, he bellowed, drawing his sword. In that moment, Ilara felt the weight of her choices pressing down on her. Would they escape this time? Kale instinctively pushed Ilara behind him. Run, he commanded, his bravery flickering like a candle's flame. She hesitated for only a moment before the urgency of their situation washed over her. Together, they couldn't let their love be extinguished. Ilara sprinted into the passage, her heart pounding against her chest, each beat echoing the resolve to protect their love. Kale followed closely, adrenaline coursing through him as he glanced back at the guard closing in. They were on the brink of escape. The passage wound deeper into the earth, cool and damp, but it felt like a lifeline. Ilara and Kale could hear the distant shouts of guards above, but their breaths came steadier as they pressed forward. Together, they felt unstoppable. At last, the passage opened into a small exit concealed by overgrown foliage. They stepped into the moonlight, gasping for breath, relief flooding over them. But their journey was far from over. The scroll's secrets awaited, as did the challenges ahead. Outside, the forest loomed before them, a familiar refuge now tinged with danger. Alara felt a surge of hope as they stepped away from the castle. They were free for now, but the shadows of their past and the scroll's secrets loomed ever closer. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew thick with anticipation. Ilara clutched the scroll tightly. "We need to decipher its meaning before we confront anyone else," she said, her voice steady despite the fear that lurked within. They found a clearing bathed in moonlight, a perfect place to unravel the scroll's mysteries. Sitting on a fallen log, they spread it out, symbols glowing faintly under the night sky. Every revelation drew them closer to the truth of their love. "It speaks of trials, choices that will bind or break us," Kale murmured, tracing the symbols with his fingers. Alara felt her heart swell with love and trepidation, understanding that their journey was just beginning, and the path ahead was uncertain. Suddenly, a rustle in the bushes interrupted their moment, and both turned sharply. A figure stepped into the clearing, cloaked and mysterious, with eyes that gleamed like stars. The air crackled with tension as they awaited the stranger's intentions. "Do not be afraid," the figure spoke, their voice smooth like silk. "I am here to help you understand the scroll and the choices that lie ahead. The fate of your love depends on it." Elara and Kale exchanged wary glances, unsure of this unexpected ally. Elara stepped forward, her curiosity piqued. "Who are you?" she asked, suspicion lacing her words. The figure lowered their hood, revealing a familiar face. A sorceress, long believed to have vanished. Memories flooded back, igniting hope and fear within them. "I have watched your journey, and it mirrors my own long ago," the sorceress said, her voice filled with empathy. "You are not alone in this fight. Together, we can uncover the secrets of the realm and protect your love from those who wish to tear you apart." Kale felt a flicker of hope reignite within him. "What must we do?" he asked, eager to learn how to navigate the challenges that lay ahead. The sorceress smiled knowingly. She held the keys to their destiny, but it would require bravery and sacrifice. The sorceress unfolded her plan, detailing how the scroll could guide them, but warned of the trials they would face. "You will confront your greatest fears and the shadows of your past. Only then shall you be worthy of the love you seek," she emphasized, voice steady. With hearts intertwined and a new ally by their side, Elara and Kale felt an unwavering resolve. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but they were ready to embrace whatever fate had in store for them. Together, they would uncover the truth of their love. The moon hung low, casting an eerie glow over the ancient ruins. Ilara and Kale stepped cautiously into the heart of the forgotten temple, each heartbeat echoing their shared anticipation. Shadows danced around them, concealing both danger and discovery, as whispers of the past beckoned them forward. Inside the temple, they uncovered inscriptions hinting at a powerful force that had once united their two families. Elara's fingers traced the weathered stone, and a chill ran down her spine. Could this be the key to understanding their tragic history and their forbidden love? As they delved deeper, a hidden chamber revealed a treasure trove of artifacts that told the tale of a love that once flourished amidst conflict. They shared a glance, realizing the weight of their ancestors' legacy now rested upon their shoulders. Suddenly, a rumble echoed through the chamber, sending tremors through the ground. Kale instinctively pulled Alara closer, his instincts sharp as he sensed impending danger. They needed to act quickly or risk losing everything they had fought for. With renewed urgency, they pushed through the chamber's exit, emerging into the vibrant world outside. The air was thick with tension, and the stars flickered above like distant memories. They knew their next move would determine their fates. Searching for answers, they ventured to an ancient library rumored to house scrolls detailing their families' intertwined destinies. Each step felt heavy with the anticipation of revelations that could change everything they believed. Amongst the scrolls, they discovered a prophecy foretelling of two lovers destined to unite the divided clans. Hope surged within them, yet doubt lingered. Would their love be enough to overcome the darkness threatening their world? Just as they were about to leave, a shadowy figure emerged from the depths of the library. It was a guardian of the secrets, and he bore news that would change everything. You must choose wisely, for the path ahead is fraught with peril, he warned. Alara felt a knot tighten in her stomach. The weight of the guardian's words pressed heavily on her heart. Could their love endure the trials of fate, or were they simply pawns in a game beyond their control? Determined not to let fear dictate their choices, they left the library, their hands intertwined. Each step resonated with the promise of hope, but also the danger that lurked just beyond the horizon. They were ready to face it together. As dawn broke, the sun rising like a phoenix, they gathered their allies, each sharing their own secrets of the past. Together, they formed a bond stronger than blood, fueling their fight against the forces that sought to tear them apart. With the prophecy guiding them, Alara and Kale led their group toward the heart of the enemy territory. Each heartbeat echoed the rhythm of their shared passion, while the stakes grew higher with every passing moment. As they neared the enemy stronghold, the feeling of dread overwhelmed them. Encased within high stone walls, the dangers seemed insurmountable, but united in love and purpose, they steeled themselves for what was to come. Alara clutched Kale's hand tightly, her heart racing. In this moment, they were not just fighting for their love, but for a future that had been stolen from their families for generations. They could feel the weight of history pressing down upon them. With a battle cry that echoed through the hills, they charged forward, facing the enemy with conviction. The clashing of swords rang out, each strike a testament to their unwavering love and the legacy they fought to reclaim. In the midst of the chaos, Alara's eyes locked onto a familiar figure across the battlefield. It was her estranged brother. Standing with the enemy, a wave of emotions surged through her. Betrayal, anger, and sorrow intertwined. Kale sensed Ilara's turmoil and moved to shield her from the fighting. Focus on what we are fighting for, he urged, his voice a calm anchor amidst the storm. They needed to unite, not let family ties tear them apart. With renewed determination, Ilara faced her brother. We can break this cycle of hatred, she shouted, her voice cutting through the noise. The battlefield fell silent as eyes turned to witness the heart of the conflict laid bare before them. Her brother hesitated, the weight of her words sinking in. The memories of their childhood flooded back, a reminder of the bond they once shared. Elara's heart raced, hoping he would choose love over hate. Suddenly, a powerful explosion rocked the battlefield, shattering the moment. Debris flew through the air, separating Alara from Kale. Panic surged in her chest as she frantically searched for him amidst the chaos. Through the dust, she spotted Kale struggling against a group of enemies. Her heart sank as she saw him fighting valiantly, but outnumbered. Without thinking, she rushed towards him, her love igniting a fierce determination within her. As she reached him, Elara grasped a fallen sword, joining Kale in the fight. Together they fought as one, their movements fluid, a dance of love and war. They knew they could not let their love be extinguished by hatred. Amidst the chaos, their eyes met, and a silent promise passed between them. They were willing to face whatever fate had in store, united in their love. Nothing would stand in their way. Encouraged by their bond, the tide of battle began to shift. Inspired by Alara and Kale's courage, their allies rallied together, fighting with renewed vigor against the encroaching darkness. With a surge of strength, Alara and Kale led the final charge against the enemy stronghold. Their hopes intertwined like the stars above, illuminating the path ahead as they fought for their love and their future. In one climactic moment, Alara confronted her brother once more, the battle raging around them. We can end this bloodshed. Together, we can build a future, she cried, tears of desperation in her eyes. Her brother, torn between loyalty to his family and the love he once shared with Alara, hesitated once again. His heart wavered, and Alara could see the conflict etched on his face. As the fight escalated, Alara made one last plea. Remember our dreams, our laughter. We can rewrite our story. Her voice pierced through the battlefield, calling him back to the love they once knew. At that moment, a fierce blow landed near Alara, sending her to the ground. Kale rushed to her side, determination coursing through him. They fought together, their love igniting a flame that would not be extinguished. Re-energized by their bond, they pushed forth into the heart of the enemy ranks. Their love became a beacon of hope, inspiring their allies to fight harder, to reclaim their destiny. Just as victory seemed within reach, a dark figure emerged from the shadows, revealing itself as the orchestrator of their suffering. With a malevolent grin, he challenged their love, daring them to prove its strength. Alara's heart raced as she recognized the figure, a bitter reminder of the past. "You will not win," she declared, her voice steady, fueled by the love she felt for Kale and the future they envisioned. With Kale by her side, they prepared for the ultimate confrontation. Their love, forged in fire and strife, became their greatest weapon against the darkness. They would fight not just for themselves, but for all who had suffered. As they charged toward the dark figure, the world around them faded away. It was just them, bound by love and destiny, ready to face whatever came next. Their hearts beat as one, echoing the shared strength of their journey. With a clash of steel, their swords met the dark figure's weapon, an explosion of energy rippling through the air. Each strike held the weight of their history, the promise of their love fueling the fight. The battle raged on, each moment stretching into eternity. Alara felt the pull of fear and doubt, but whenever she looked at Kale, she found her strength. Their love was a fortress against the chaos surrounding them. With one final push, they channeled their combined strength into a powerful strike. As their swords pierced through the darkness, a blinding light erupted, illuminating the battlefield and silencing the chaos. As the light faded, the dark figure collapsed, defeated. The silence that followed was deafening, and for a moment, Alara and Kale stood frozen, disbelief mingling with the joy of victory. They had won. Gradually, the soldiers began to cheer, the sound of their triumph echoing through the air. Alara turned to Kale, tears of relief streaming down her face. They had not only fought for their love, but for a future free from tyranny. With the dark figure's defeat, the tension that had gripped their families for generations began to dissolve. They felt an overwhelming sense of hope, a new beginning shining on the horizon where love could flourish without fear. In the aftermath, as the sun rose higher, Alara and Kale gathered their allies. They vowed to rebuild their world, to create a legacy of love that would ensure peace for future generations. Together, they would write a new story. As they looked at each other, Alara knew that their love had been tested but had emerged stronger than ever. It was a love forged in hardship, destined to change the course of history, and she would cherish it forever. With their hearts intertwined, they began to share their story with the world. They spoke of love, sacrifice, and the power of unity, igniting hope in the hearts of those who had lost their way. As they traveled from village to village, spreading their message, the bond they shared deepened. They knew that together, they could inspire others to choose love over hatred and create a brighter future for all. Their story became legend, a tale of forbidden love that transcended time, inspiring generations to come. Alara and Kale proved that love could conquer all, a testament to the strength of the human spirit. In the end, Alara and Kale's love story was not merely about overcoming darkness, but about embracing the light within. They had uncovered the hidden secrets of their past and used them to forge a brighter future together, hand in hand. As the final notes of their tale echoed in the hearts of those who listened, They knew that the power of love was limitless. Elara and Kale had rewritten their destiny, and in doing so, they ignited a flame of hope that would burn for eternity.